Hi, I'm Kim and I'm 55 years old. I've been a teacher for 25 years and I've also lost 40 pounds and kept it off for more than 20 years. What if aging backwards wasn't science fiction, but just a smarter way to walk? This anti-aging routine combines brain and body moves to help you drop belly fat, sharpen your mind, and turn that clock back, one fun step at a time. No spandex is required, but it's totally optional. Let's get younger. Well, here we go. All right, we always start by going side to side, and this is bilateral stimulation. And it's good to crisscross your arms in front of you and switch off which arm is going on top. This is a brain hack. We're crossing the midline and we're switching off right and left. This is good for our brains. That's what this is all about. Also, you can get down low like I am to challenge yourself, or you can be up here. And this is easier. If that feels better to you, you can do that. At any time during the video, you can always just walk in place. Okay, I'm gonna go back to getting down low, because I do want to challenge myself. All right, this is gonna be fun. Thanks for being here at Thinking on the Move. All right, we also access part of our memories that we haven't thought of in a while from our youth. And this is another brain hack that we're doing, getting that part of our brain thinking that hasn't been thinking in a while. I have some trivia from the 1990s. Which 1997 science fiction film starring Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones follows secret agents who monitor extraterrestrial activity on Earth? Men in Black. Okay, also, pull in your abs. That is really good for our backs, helps protect our backs, and also it is good for strengthening our abs and our core. Okay, in 1991, the first website was created. What was its purpose or subject matter? It was about the World Wide Web project and how to use the web. Which female pop artist released her debut album, Baby One More Time, in 1999, becoming an instant sensation? Britney Spears. All right, abs pulled in. Which 1994 animated film tells the story of a young lion cub named Simba and his journey to reclaim the throne of the Pride Lands? The Lion King. What was the name of the 1999 sci-fi action film starring Keanu Reeves, where he portrayed a computer hacker known as Neo? That was The Matrix, of course. All right, we're going to switch over and we're going to be doing knees. Remember, every time you pull up your knee, pull those abs in. Again, that's really good for us. All right, these are some new vocabulary words. So, or at least they're new or words that I haven't used in a while, just to kind of expand or enhance our vocabulary. The first word is brazen, which is unrestrained by convention or propriety. Remember, abs in. Canny, showing self-interest and shrewdness in dealing with others. Capacious, large in the amount that can be contained. capitulate. Surrender under agreed upon conditions. Okay, abs in, a few more knees before we go to hamstring curls. All right, you're doing great. Keep going. Pulling the abs. I forget, so I have to keep reminding myself, and then I'll remind you too. All right, these are some prompts from Dr. John Spencer, and he is really a genius that I have found through teaching, and he does some really creative work, and I think it could be good for anybody. All right, so go slow as I ask questions so that we can think. I think that was a note to me, so I want to make sure that we can think. All right, our first one is flying cars. TV, movies, books thought that we'd all have flying cars by now. Do you think that we will ever have flying cars? Okay, think on that. What do you think flying cars would look like? Would they look like planes or drones or cars? Like maybe a combination? Oh. Would they fly on autopilot? How many people would be able to fit in there? What about safety? And would they be eco-friendly? Privacy for homes? Would flying cars change city layouts? Will it change how we interact with each other? So do you think they will ever become a reality, flying cars? Why or why not? Okay, so think about that now. And then I wish I could hear your answer. I would love it if you put it in the comments. Okay, go ahead and answer now. All right, you're doing great. Keep going and keep pulling in those abs. I'm moving on to our next exercise, which is going to be skaters, where we cross a leg behind us. And you can get down lower or not, whatever feels best to you. You want to challenge yourself, but you don't want to hurt yourself. All right, this is going to be words with a category. So we're going to, I'll give us a category, and our category is going to be cars. And we're going to spell automobile to go through cars. But with each letter, like A, we'll start with A, of course, because it's the first letter. And what is a type of car that starts with an A? So we'll take turns. Okay, you go first. What car starts with an A? I'll say Aston Martin. That is really my favorite car. Okay, what about you? You is a tough one. I searched and found Up by Volkswagen. But if you can't think of one, that starts with a U? How about one that has a U in it? Next letter is T, a car that starts with T. Taurus. O. Opal. Pull your abs in. M. Malibu. O. Oldsmobile. B. Buick. I. I3, which is a BMW. L. Lamborghini. E. Edsel. That's an old one. All right, so what that is about is just getting our brains to think in a different way than we usually think. And we're moving at the same time, and that is what is helping keep us younger. All right, now we're going to be doing walking up and back and up and back. And my dog Deacon just came in, so I don't want to run him over. Little buddy, hi. Okay, so this is a read aloud, and this is some aging research that is continued from, I've done these in a couple of the other videos. And this is by Professor Damian Bailey, and the best exercises to boost blood flow to your brain. And this was written by Sina Walker, and I accessed it in July of 2023. And this is about the role of free radicals. Also, one thing that you can do is, since the words are going to be encaptioned for you on the screen, you can read them aloud, because reading aloud is actually really good for your brain as well. Okay, here we go. To understand the benefits of exercise on brain function, Damian's research focuses on free radicals, molecules that regulate oxygen delivery to the brain, for good and for bad. Having showed for the first time in exercising humans that free radical formation increases skeletal muscle, conventionally accepted as a bad thing, given these molecules' capacity for structural tissue damage, he has since demonstrated that in physiologically controlled amounts, free radicals act as adaptive signaling molecules that contribute towards improving vascular health, not only within muscle, but also in the brain. These adaptations allow the exercising brain to function as if it were over a decade younger, which can reduce the incidence of stroke and dementia. Truly exercising the brain for gain. Damian says it's a dream result. The power to fight age-related neurodegeneration could be available to everyone at no cost and without the adverse side effects that can come with medication. Okay, I love research like that. I love learning new things, and especially something really exciting like that. So exercising does a lot for us. All right, it is actually time for us to slow it down, and we're going to do our heel digs, where you just put one heel out in front of you and you flex your foot and pull in your abs. Okay, what we're going to do today is just to soak in love. Feel yourself like soaking in love. then radiate that love out all around you. Out of the room, out of the building you're in, down the streets, all over the town, in the city, and then the state if you're in the United States, or maybe the country that you're in. Radiate that love all the way out. All throughout the continent you are on. And now all throughout the whole world. I hope that feels good to you. I think that it will. I know it's kind of woo-woo, but I like woo-woo, and I think sending love out to the world really can't be bad. Okay, well, you did it. And as I always say, consistency is the magic multiplier. Try and do thinking on the moves at least 4 days a week. And you can do more than one, because they're pretty short. Maybe 1, 2, or 3. And if you like this, please like and subscribe. It really helps me. And if there's someone that you want to make sure that you can live on your own terms with for as long as possible, stay healthy as long as possible, then please share this with them. All right, well, thank you, and be good to yourself, and keep thinking on the move.